I'm so glad Toby Shook came out and spoke again on this case recently. Sully uploaded a video, and she tried to go through his inconsistencies in the story. The word impale does not mean a through and through. It means stuck through. It went through his body and into the rib. All right. We know that the myth about the force of the knife was so strong that it went through the body and into the floor came on the Lisa Gibbons show and was doubled down on by Darlie Key and Darren. Darren said, "Yes, I know," and Darlie Key was shaking her head up and down. They want to make it seem like poor little old Darlie couldn't do that. She's not strong enough. All right. Darlie's appeals have been based on not the evidence. Even Darlie signed a writ herself that said that the evidence was sufficient for her conviction. They've been basically trying to get her out on a technicality. Jimmy Patterson took the fifth because he was accused of a crime. He spoke on other things, but he didn't speak on that any longer. He was accused of a crime in open court. All right. Now she said, "Well, why didn't they call their first witnesses? All right. Why didn't they call the lead investigator?" Well, Dana, the sister, was there. Right. They didn't call her either. And if you watch the Lisa Gibbons show, right, Lisa asked Dana, "What was your sister's state of mind that night?" And Dana looked down at the floor and she cried. And she didn't answer the question. And she didn't appear on the show after that. Because she was asked a question that she couldn't lie to. All right. But I'll do more about Sully. I'll do more about this reaction to Sully here later. But first, Sully claims to have all this forensic background and all this forensic, you know, uh, criminal justice type of CSI type of awards and stuff that she's posted everywhere. She says she's posted them everywhere. But when I asked her, she said she served as an expert witness in a crime case that involved murder. And then she said she didn't want to speak about it, blah, 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 after she was questioned what case that was, because she knows I can look it up. But she claims to have all of these background in forensics, but she don't show it. Right? I would be proud if I had a certificate or a background in forensics. Right? I would sure put it out there. She says, "Well, that's because I don't want to get doxxed." Well, Anna Scrimshire in Bastrop, Texas, or Anna Sullivan, right? Father Rick Sullivan. Okay, so now that we know who you are and where you live, right? We mean you no harm. We definitely mean you no harm, but if you're going to come out and speak as an expert on this case, your background is out there for the public. Should be. Okay? Ask them. Ask Kathy Ramsey why she ran Ryan Kester off. He's in pre-law. But anyways, let me show you about some background. Toby Shook is known as one of the best criminal defense lawyers in Texas, having tried hundreds of cases before juries and judges. After an unprecedented career with the Dallas County District Attorney's Office, where he earned a reputation as being one of the nation's top prosecutors, Darlie called him liar, liar, liar. She couldn't even compose herself when she's fighting for her life. Mr. Shook entered private practice in 2007 to represent citizens accused of all criminal wrongdoing by both state and federal authorities. He represented that lady that mistaked her apartment for another man's apartment and killed him. I don't know. I don't know the names right off the rip, but he represented that lady. Throughout his career, Mr. Shook has been recognized by his peers as being one of the top criminal lawyers in the nation. He was selected by D Magazine as the Dallas top criminal defense attorneys. First, he was a top prosecutor. Now he's a top defense attorney, 2007 to 2024. In 2024, Shook was renamed one of the Outstanding Trial Lawyers of the Year by the Dallas Bar Association. The Texas District and County Attorneys Association awarded Mr. Shook its inaugural Lone Star Award, recognizing him as the best prosecutor in the state of Texas in 2002. He was also awarded the Go-To Prosecutor by Texas Lawyer magazine in 2002. In the fall of 2007, Mr. Shook was voted as one of the 500 leading lawyers in America by Law Dragon magazine. Shook was selected as a super lawyer by his peers in Texas Monthly. Now, Texas Monthly also speaks up for Darley in 2003 and 2024 through 2000. Mr. Shook's vast trial experience encompasses every type of crime in the penal code: DWI, theft, assault, murder, sex crimes, drug offenses, and organized crime. Mr. Shook earned a reputation as being an aggressive trial lawyer and known for his relentless preparation, skillful cross-examination, like he did with Darley, and passionate argument. He has lectured nationwide on cross-examination, closing argument, case preparation, jury selection, self-defense, and capital murder. Mr. Shook's broad experience gives his clients a tremendous advantage during police investigations, grand jury investigations, plea negotiations, and trial. With over 20 years' experience in the Dallas County District Attorney's Office, Mr. Shook rose to the rank of Chief of the Felony Trial Division and tried some of the most high-profile cases in Dallas County history, including the Texas 7 prison escapes and serial killer Charles Albright. In 2013, Toby Shook and attorney Bill Wiersky were appointed special prosecutors for the Kaufman, Texas prosecutor murders, which received national attention. Their prosecution resulted in the conviction and the death sentence of Eric Williams. Over the years, Mr. Shook has been featured on many national network shows, including NBC's Dateline, Court TV, A&E's American Justice, Cold Case Files, 48 Hours, HBO's Autopsy, Current Affair, and Texas Lawyer. Those are here you go, Sully. These are credentials. These are credentials, Sully.
Oh, look at that.
Nowhere on online or in Just Eat Law or where I look up law cases in the area, and even the area of Colorado Springs, Colorado, where you have a base there. What was it? Umalane? I think you're lying. Yeah, people have been harassed in some of these cases that you go, but you don't tell these cases. So if you don't tell these cases, then how can anybody be harassed if they don't know who it is? As far as Danelle claiming that she's been harassed, well, she claimed to spoke to the police in February.
Why?
On that big post that she left, that's on her page, that still sits there as if she's been harassed. She came to us. She has no case because she came to my live. She came to my live and accused me of sexually molesting my children, and my 15-year-old told her she was disgusting and to go. This right here. Toby Shook never said that it went through the body. That came from Darren and Darla Key on a show. What he means by impaled is like you guys try to mush fake the word superficial. Superficial is a minor wound, period. And on the stand, Dr. Patrick Dillawan, he clears that up. He makes sure they understand what they mean. Go back and look at his testimony. I don't have time to do it right now. Pierce or transfix with a sharp object. Right? Their bodies were pierced. We all know that they didn't go through. We all know from reading the autopsy reports, which I've said years ago, that it didn't go through. And this is the first time that Toby Shook has used the word impale. He's using it this way. Right? Let's go back to just a quick Google search.
Oh, really? Shake my hand, buddy, and give me the 10 grand from the...
Superficial wound is a minor injury that affects only the epidermis and upper dermis of the skin and doesn't involve deeper layers of underlying tissue. Superficial wounds are usually caused by friction, blunt trauma, and they can be open or closed. Examples of superficial wounds include abrasions, also known as scrapes, grazes, and road rash. All right? There is a directional superficial definition too, but Patrick Dillawan, he makes it perfectly clear that somebody was using that word wrong and that they meant minor injury.